Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full review of the subscription service Book of the Month Club, which I've been using for the last several months. So if you want to hear my thoughts about the good things as well as some of the negatives about this service that you may want to keep in mind, then just keep watching. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Book of the Month Club, basically it is an online subscription service where you pay $14.99 a month and you can pick one hardcover book that they will send you in the mail. These are an example of some of the books that I've gotten. I got Beyond the Point, Falter. I got this book, Made, which I highly recommend. This is the one I'm currently reading. And as you can see, all of the books come branded with the Book of the Month Club logo on it. So that's kind of how they come. Now that you have an idea of what the service is, I just want to run through kind of my experience in terms of the things I like and the things that I don't like. So the first pro is that it's a curated selection of books. So every month you have a selection of, I believe, 5 primary books that you can choose from, and you have to pick one of those 5 every month. Now you can skip the month if you don't want any of the books, but if you choose to go forward with that month, you have to choose one of those 5. Because it's a very curated selection, you know that the books are going to be good options, they're kind of vetted by the team, and you don't have to spend hours like going through Goodreads or Amazon trying to find the perfect book. It's just served up to you as a limited selection, and I think for a lot of people that can be a really good thing. So that is pro number 1. The second pro that I kind of talked about on my first point is that there is flexibility. If you want to skip a month, you can do that. You're not locked into getting a book every month. In case you don't read it or you're really busy and you don't have time to read a book that month, no problem. That is the second pro. And the third pro that I really like is they don't automatically ship you a book every single month if you just forget to log on and pick a book. So basically there's 3 scenarios that could happen. Number 1, you can completely skip the month and not have to pay anything. The second option is kind of the normal thing to do, is to log on and choose a book. The third thing is if you forget to skip the month, or you don't skip it, but you don't choose the book either, basically what they will do is they won't auto assign you a book. They will reserve your credit so you can use it the following month to get a free book. So personally, I like that because they're not just randomly sending you books that you wouldn't have liked. So I do like that there is no auto shipment. The fourth thing that I really like, there are a ton of add-on books. So basically what you'll see is when you log on, there'll be 5 primary books to select from, and then you can add on books for $9.99, and you can pick from a ton more books. I don't know how many there are, but there could be 100 add-on books that you can pick from. The book that I'm reading now, Made, this was an add-on book for $9.99. So definitely some good options to expand your collection. Now the 5th pro I like is the price. Especially nowadays, I feel like hardcover books can be really expensive. $20, $25, even $30 for a hardcover book. So I do think the price of $14.99 is really good. To be honest, I feel like more and more now I'm looking at a screen all day long. So when it comes to reading a book, I will sometimes read on a Kindle. I love Audible. I like those types of things as well. But obviously it's good just to have a hardcover book in your hands and not be staring at a screen. I think for what you're getting, the price of $14.99 is a very fair price. So that is the 5th pro. And the 6th and final pro is that personally I found the service very easy to use. I find the website very intuitive in terms of picking out the books, and it's just pretty simple, in my opinion, to figure out what's going on and how the system works. And obviously that's always important. So that is the final pro. And then before I forget, I do have a referral code that I believe will give you 1 book free on your first month, and it gives me a free book. So it's a win-win. If you are thinking about signing up, feel free to use my code down in the description box. Okay, but of course, with the good, there always comes some negatives. So let me walk through some of the negatives of Book of the Month Club. The number 1 con is there's no returns on the books, other than in case the book is damaged. So Like if you start reading the book and you just don't like it, or you have second thoughts and you don't want the book anymore, you cannot return the book. You can only return it if there's damage to the book, so that could potentially be a negative. The second negative is just the limited amount of genres to pick from within those 5 books, or 5 or 6 books, whatever the main selection is. There's very infrequently any nonfiction books, which was pretty disappointing to me because personally, the majority of the books I read are nonfiction. Most of them are fiction or a lot of like historical fiction, thrillers, novels, stuff like that. And I do like those kind of books, but it's not kind of what I gravitate towards most of the time. And not just with nonfiction, I feel like just the selection of books are very limited. It's kind of the price you pay to have a curated collection like that, but it could be a negative for you. I think the flip side of that is the add-on items do have a very wide selection. I wish that you could pick any of the books, including the add-on items as the primary book, but unfortunately that is not an option at this point. And then the third negative is just the fact that you cannot buy multiples of the same book. This I think is probably not going to impact most people, but in case that you are planning on buying it for a friend, or maybe you're in a book club or something and you want to buy multiples of the same book, at this point you are not able to do that. You do have to have multiple accounts in order to make that happen. So that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, definitely give me a like and subscribe down below for more product and service reviews like this one. And don't forget to use my referral code if you do plan on signing up for Book of the Month Club. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.